My name is Nepherterra Estrada, and I'm one of the owners of Pride Public Relations. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am the oldest of 3 children. I was born to a hard-working class family in Milwaukee. And then when I was in high school, I realized that I had a passion for writing. At that time, I ended up coming to Charlotte to attend Johnson C. Smith University and became involved in the Communication Arts program, which was actually my major while I was there. I ended up going on to become the editor of the Johnson C. Smith Student News, which is the newspaper on campus. My experience at Smith was an outstanding one. I often tell people that those were the best 4 years of my life. I am a huge fan of Johnson C. Smith. I really came into my own at Smith. It's a small campus, but it really was like a family. To this day, I still talk to some of my professors there, and this is over 10 years later since I've graduated. And it really helped me develop my leadership skills, definitely helped me hone and increase my writing ability, thanks to Cassandra Wynn, who's still there. I will forever be grateful. I ended up coming to Pride magazine as an intern in 1998, which was actually my senior year in college. And I had the awesome opportunity to intern with under the wonderful Dee Dixon.
I think it'll spark.
I'm Dee Dixon, CEO and publisher of Pride Communications, DBA Pride Magazine. When I met her, and I was really taken aback at how astute she was as a student.
We have a creative team that...
1, she got to work on time. 2, she completed her assignments. 3, she listened. And she applied what you told her to, and so, I mean, I think that's basic. It's hard to find.
A lot of the lessons that I learned during that internship, it's funny that they still apply, and I still use those lessons today. After I completed my internship at Pride and graduated from Johnson C. Smith in 1999, I ended up going back to Milwaukee, and I actually worked as a reporter, as the education and court reporter at the West Bend Daily News. And West Bend's about 30 minutes outside of Milwaukee, so it was a small paper. I covered the education and court beat. At that time, I met 2 other African-American women who ended up actually being my mentors and kind of taking me under their wing at the firm. In 2004, the 3 of us decided to literally step out on faith and start our own public relations firm. Dee and I had always kept in touch off and on after my internship, and after we launched Mosaic, Dee and I would still keep in touch. We'd share war stories about being in business and being entrepreneurs, and I always wanted to get back to Charlotte.
Neph had a lot of maturity about her as an intern, so I was not surprised that she succeeded in whatever she chose to do in Milwaukee, and was not surprised that she had stepped out on her own and started an agency with 2 other women.
In order to start a public relations firm, I think that it depends on how large or how small you want to start. I can say that from my experience, and our accountant always jokes about this, is that we had very low startup costs when we started our company. We literally started with computers, Blackberries, printers, fax machines, and we started it as a home-based business and then grew from there. A year later, we ended up getting a loan for like $20,000. So I think for us, that's really all that we needed to really get the products and get the equipment that we needed to do what we needed to do. The services that we provide, I would say, include public relations and media relations. So that includes getting our clients in the newspaper, on television, on the radio, getting them exposure to increase awareness about them.
I get your updates now and
I think now you start to show up in my news feed when you do updates. And so, no, I think it's good. Coming from not having a social media presence at all to doing it once a week, it's impressive.
It's something.
Should be proud.
Thank you. Well, thanks to your encouragement, and I know it took us a while from the time we talked about it, but
Yeah.
we're doing it.
We also do special events. We also do, and when I special events on the PR side, that includes like news conferences, open houses, ribbon cutting ceremonies, things like that. We also do focus groups. So focus group moderation, recruitment, facilitation, all of that. In addition, we do graphic design and also website development. So those are the main areas that we specialize in. So we're doing an event to kick off the CIAA. We do it every year, and this year we've stepped it up a notch. We have some great entertainment, some great food, and we're expecting about 200 people this evening. So we're excited about it, and we hope that it's going to be a great success.
This is the latest issue of Pride magazine. It's the March Women's issue. And it is going to hit the streets very soon if it hasn't already. We are so excited about this issue because we're focusing on shoes, women's shoes. And ladies, we love our shoes, don't we?
My involvement with the magazine is more so on the public relations side. So for instance, for the March issue, I'll be doing a PR campaign, basically really cranking out news releases, trying to set up interviews and media opportunities for Dee and possibly some of the women that are featured in the March issue. When you walk into the room and you're an African-American woman, and this has happened to me since I became an entrepreneur in 2004, that people see you as a black woman, which clearly I am, and they try to put you in that black box and say, oh, you're an African-American woman, you must do multicultural marketing. And it's kind of like, no, I do that. Clearly I know how to communicate with that audience because I am of that audience, but at the same time, most of our clients are general market clients. So I think that it's easy to try to box us in and say, oh, they're black, they only do black marketing, but that's far from the truth. We can do much, much more. Thanks for coming out and supporting. Please continue to support your minority and women-owned businesses. We are here in the city of Charlotte working very, very hard to do great things.
I definitely enjoy seeing a young black woman excel, and the way that she has. I mean, it really is invigorating. And I think that I absolutely didn't have a business sense, the business sense that she has when I was her age.
I measure my success by if my clients are happy with the work that I've done. At the end of the day, that's important to me, and that it really is what drives me to go above and beyond to make sure that happens. So if my clients are happy, if we do a project and the client is thrilled and is happy with the results, then I chalk that one up as a success. I say, okay, we're doing something right.